Hey folks, welcome back to Let's Play Allied General. I'm the mysterious JG. It's raining, it's pouring, and this isn't useful for us because we were the side that's been counting heavily on air supremacy. I don't even think I get to attack air to air on this turn, no. Now what this does mean is that in theory we could kill these remaining Messerschmitt 262, and who knows how many more will spawn. We could kill them in the sky, like we could just encircle them and have them not have any freaking use your words, JG. We could just have them. Wasn't there an enemy unit up here? Yeah, we don't want to let these guys kind of escape. Cause more problems, although they got off the first attack. Is there a way I could kind of... I need to find somebody to... Yeah, to reveal this city. Because you guys can come up here and refuel, and you guys could come over here and... Oh, they get an ammo of 1 back. Oh, boo. All that hard work. We probably want to rebuild our once proud Mustang fleet. But this does create more time for our ME-262s to get in position. Alright, so we've got those guys encircled, although who knows how many more are going to show up. The French mountain infantry come in and launch a transport strike. Well, they can. The French love transport strikes. Yeah, it's a good way to get yourself killed. So on the next turn, we can shell these guys. Meanwhile, let's get elite replacements for our free French dudes. I'm annoyed at this weather is really going to make it easier for them to I think you need to stay put, actually. This weather is going to make it easier for them to reinforce Munich. But I mean, there's nothing to be gained by bitching about it. So they're spamming cheap units in these objective cities that we're threatening. Although that's 39 Wehr infantry, that's I don't think that's as cheap as Volkssturm is for them. I knew there was a thing here. I don't... Do they get to shoot in the planes in the rain? I can't remember if they do or not. What I don't have here is large numbers of artillery up here in the north. This could go either way, but... Oof. I mean, it would have been better with artillery and air support, but, felt like I needed to get in here and take this city. Well, that sucks. So he's just going to hang around with like 1 hit point, or he's going to be in a great position to reinforce. Yuck. So get you elite replacements. Hmm. Planes would be great here. Hmm. Oh, great. 1 anti-air aircraft gun. At least they're not particularly good against tanks. They did better than they were supposed to. Let's just have you get an elite replacement. Why the hell not? We ought to be able to take the this whole zone on this turn, right? I think we pulled our guns forward. And he was instructed to get her gun. Free French artillery, they just love blowing up Germans. Can you blame them? What they've been through. Kind of like my artillery just lost track of what was what as I just moved trucks forward. So we might have too much artillery here and not enough in other places. Ow. Well, these guys aren't giving up without a fight, are they? Through the forests? Yeah, I can get you guys through the forests. What would the expected outcome be? Slightly in my favor, but I'm worried about rugged defense. Also, the knowledge that if I'm just patient, I can take it easily once I got air power back. You would probably get... Well, you'd actually do a little better. Let's finish this off before it can cause any problems. It's taking a truck right into the Zwickau. We've got a lot of turns left. I mean, we're taking heavier losses than usual, but I'm really just plowing through. Here's one of those places where, wow, that was close. Let's just get you the F back. Not a lot that you can do. I mean, that's a very hard target. I want to bypass you guys and come here, but I can't. Yeah, with these guys' zone of control, I can't do that anyway, really, so. So I put those, kind of put the artillery out of position to attack this city on the next turn, but with elite engineers who are immune to rugged defense, they're not needed. And it's Braunschweig. Yeah, getting some elite. This guy's just not expected to do well anywhere. Sure, if there's no Germans like right here marching south. If so, they're gonna slam right into those defenseless guys in transports. Great strategy, GG. Moved almost all of my land forces, though, and then it's going to be time to figure out if I want air units to just reposition on the next turn for for refueling or what. Artillery might be useful up here in Hamburg. I think I just gotta take out remaining armor columns if there are any. Berlin may not be the last city to fall here. Is that Copenhagen? Kiel. So I got some pretty unsecure artillery just moving across the river and trying to find places to be. You guys really should be heading down here to try to help out in the fight against the Messerschmitts. I'm really hoping that that's the end for the Messerschmitts. But that may be too much to hope for here. I've made myself really dependent on air supremacy. I'm realizing that now. At least this will mean they'll do something with their turn. Alright, that's all of our ground units moved. Feel bad about how some of these, I had some aerial positions that got, not aerial, but I mean, I had a couple places where I was attacking, using air to attack air defense, and some of that is for naught now, but yeah, it is what it is. It's, you'll need help up there eventually. Oh, I only wish I had time to worry about refueling some, or getting elite replacements for some of these guys. Let's get all these guys clustered around air escorts, just in case Messerschmitts just spontaneously appear next time. And these guys were on their way down here to deal with that problem. If I can afford more core units. The problem is adding core armor units at this point isn't that worthwhile, because inexperienced tanks are just going to get chewed up. But let's call it a turn. That one went a little faster than previous ones because we can't do anything with our air forces. Still raining. So, this is a thing we don't get to see that much in this game, which is muddy terrain. This is a little annoying. If I was save scumming, I would definitely have chosen some different weather here. They don't want to give this place up. Alright, well now we finally, thanks to our recon, have a good look. Let's try to finish these guys off so that they can't find some way to sneak back in and take over that city. Oh shit, I thought I could back out if my combat chances weren't good, but they advanced because I didn't have vision on these guys, even though I knew they were there from previous turns. That actually isn't going to work. Yikes. Okay, well they're probably going to get wiped out by counterattacks on the next turn. Yeah, they got entrenchment of 7. It's tough to do as much to dislodge them as I normally could with all this mud and terrible weather. The weather is really coming to the aid of the Germans in this one. Oh, fuck. This would be a rugged defense. Because I didn't properly scout ahead. I just ran forward and got myself in trouble. Ah, boy. Oh, boy, oh, boy, oh, boy. Let's see, you... Well, there's anti-air stuff around here, but, well, at least, if they're counterattacked, they get artillery support. Ah! There's a bug crawling across my keyboard. Yikes! That was an unexpected thrill. Ah, boy. Bridging engineers will bring you up into position, I guess. You guys need to get reinforced anyway. Bridging engineers are going to be the way to attack on that next, the next turn there. Because they will be immune from various fancy pants counterstrikes. Don't know what's ahead of me here. Because the visibility is shit, and I've lost my... Yeah, there had been armor here. I thought we'd taken care of it, but I wasn't that confident. Well, a little choppy weather never hurt our Navy friends any. They can pound on this place here, which has really high entrenchment. This is a weird thing I'm doing here, but these anti-tank guns have such terrible mobility. I keep sending them scurrying around in transports. You guys are just not expected to do that well here. At least you got off the first attack. Let's get you off of the map. Although I actually won't. I think the mud is interfering with the tank's combat stats too. Yeah, I don't actually have artillery coming up. Which it would be nice to have artillery coming up, but I don't. Because I wasn't that smart about spreading my forces out. Let's have you come up here so that you can cross the... That's a terrible friggin' idea. Yeah, I really need this weather to clear up so I can start bombing shit again. That's kind of what I've become very dependent on my last couple of missions. Good, clean weather and absolute aerial supremacy were my best friends. No elite replacements because there's an enemy hanging out right there. Maybe I could just bomb you on your first turn when you regain your powers of not being obstructed by rain. Oh, I got a whole bunch of guys up here that haven't moved. Just wondering. What are these boxes represented? I was really hoping to do a little better than expectations, but I met expectations like exactly there. Oh boy. Well, I'm stuck with this fight. I thought there was an armored unit here and that hadn't been dealt with. That was a terrible fight for us. I mean, the nastiest opposition is going to be on the road to Berlin, right? This guy will be of some help now, I hope. Yeah, we need our air power back. We were really depending on that air power. It was the thing that was making it so we could easily win a bunch of these fights. Let's park outside of range, but be ready to support on the next turn. You just sit right there. You move here just so that you will have moved. You hang out there and start elite replacing if we have even more bad weather on the next turn. Like these guys are going to do. I think we can assume that Messerschmitt down there is dealt with. And our big concern would be new Messerschmitts appearing and not necessarily down there around Munich. It would be more likely that they would pop up defending Germany. But we're going to call it a video. And when we come back next time... Oh, no, hold on. Well, let's just do the German turn. Let's just do a quick German turn and hope that the weather clears. Kind of thought this would happen. Oh, but it's nice that the French got to attack first. And took no damage. That worked out well for us. Free Polish anti-tank guns in their transports of doom. It is still raining. Okay, well, I mean, maybe it's a good thing we were hyper-aggressive early because things are going to bog down here in the rain. We're still more than half our turns to go. We've taken most of the map, but if the weather doesn't clear, this is one of those things that happens in this game. If you can... I used to get comments on Panzer General, like, why don't you shut... like, just people bragging about how much better at the game they were than I am. And some of them probably were, but then they would all throw in stuff like, yeah, I would just load if I got bad weather playing as the Germans because, you know, I use the Luftwaffe a lot, or hey, the computer knows where your units are anyway, so always turn hidden units off. A big one was safes coming for good weather. Particularly in Panzer General, when you're trying to take over Russia, just making the weather preternaturally clear and good for the Germans was huge cheating. And in this game, for the British, it would be pretty good at this point, but it's not what we're doing. Thanks for watching. We'll be back next time.